I think I may have just discovered something that may change your life. If you're a young man, specifically a young man who struggles to take action daily and face your fears, I've just been journaling about something that I think could have the potential to help a lot of young men out there who are struggling with taking action, myself included. And so I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to walk you through this exercise that I've done that could really benefit you. And quite honestly, I don't want to be dramatic with this. It could quite honestly change your life. So, what I have here is a journal. You need a journal specifically just get like a small journal to write in, or a notepad. It doesn't matter what it is to write on. You just need something to write on. Get a pen, open up the journal or the notepad. And what you're going to first do is you are going to write down the word lie, like LIE, like you're telling a lie. And then put a colon next to it. What I want you to do is I want you to think about that thing that you don't take action with. The thing that you are afraid of. Maybe it's you're afraid of talking to that girl that you really like. I want you to think about her in the coffee shop in school. And I want you to think about you going up to her. Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's come next week sometime. Think about a day when you're going up and you're doing that challenging task that you struggle to take action with because you're afraid. Now, if you're anything like me, when you think about that, your brain is going to tell you things. Your brain is going to whisper to you. And chances are your brain isn't going to tell you to go and take action. It's going to tell you to stay still. It's going to feed you misinformation, lies. And so for this exercise, whatever it is that you struggle to take action with, whatever you're afraid of, I want you to think about that, and then I just want you to write it down. So just write down like a sentence that says so for instance, for the girl analogy or the girl example, maybe it's under lie you write down something like your brain tells you, I don't know, she has a boyfriend. She's going to reject me, and then she's going to tell the whole entire school that I asked her out and that she rejected me, and now my reputation is ruined. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she tells you that you smell. Maybe she tells you that you're not interested. Write a sentence down of the lie that your brain is trying to convince you of, the doubt that it's trying to convince you of. Now here's the interesting part. After you've written down this sentence, and this could be a whole page, but I'd keep it relatively small because you want to be able to remember it. Underneath that sentence, you're going to write down truth, TRUTH, and then another colon. And this time, you're going to write down what is actually more plausible of an explanation. So, for instance, going back, right, recapping what we just did, writing down a lie, writing down what your brain tells you, how the scenario could unfold, right? If you go up to the girl, if you pursue that goal, whatever it may be. Now you're going to write down the logical truth, the more than likely event that will happen if you go up to that girl. So for instance, maybe you write down as your truth in this scenario, I'll go up to that girl and she'll more than likely just either say yes or no. And if she rejects me, that doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't like me or that she's going to tell anybody else about it. That could just mean that she's not interested. What this does is it basically reprograms your brain to see firsthand oh, that makes sense. And so let's do this together. Whip out your notebook. I'm going to whip out mine. Find an open page and just write down a lie, whatever lie that comes to your brain. So I'm going to do this now. You can pause this video and you can go and do it yourself, but I'm going to write down one of mine. All right. So now you should have written down what your lie was. I'll tell you what mine is. I wrote down for my lie. This video isn't perfect enough. It's not going to get any views. I need to improve it. People are going to go down in the comments and give me hate comments. They're going to laugh at me and they're going to tell me that this video is stupid. You see that lie? The doubt that my brain is currently sowing just thinking about recording this video right now. I know it seems like I have a little bit of confidence whilst I'm talking. But this is the type of thoughts that come into my head. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the truth. And so pause this video again and go and write down the truth. All right, now that you've written down your truth, here's what I wrote down. It doesn't matter if anyone sees this video. It doesn't matter. I took action. By making this video, I accomplished my purpose. I took action. And if you're seeing this video right now, that means that I posted it. I went against my fears and I took action and I posted this video. And whoever does see this video, they may be greatly benefited by it. You right now, if you're doing this exercise with me, if you truly want to change your life and try to take action and beat these fears that you're currently facing and get away from these lies in your brain, you might be using this. And you might continue to do this very same journal technique that I'm teaching you right now. And if you do, you might go on to beat the fears that you're currently facing. Let's say that one of the fears that you're currently facing and that you're not taking action towards is going into politics, is getting a governmental job. Maybe it's going to the gym, losing 400 pounds. It doesn't matter what it is. It's going up to that girl that you have a very, very strong attraction to. You want her to be your wife. You want her to have your children, whatever it may be. This very video, me showing you this journaling technique, you could wake up tomorrow morning and do this straight away in the morning as sort of like a little ritual of all of the different type of thoughts and lies that your brain is feeding you. And you may get the motivation. Now, I know it's not discipline, but it could be good motivation in class tomorrow to get up from your seat from the lunch table and go over to that girl and ask her on a date with you. Just by doing a simple exercise like this and watching this simple video, by me taking action and conquering this fear, I may have just involuntarily delivered you to your wife, your future wife. And so, like I said, I think that this journaling method, this, what I'm going to call fact-checking your brain, because right, that's what we're doing right now. We're fact-checking those lies in our brain. You know, like when you see like political commentary on YouTube or whatever it may be, sometimes a politician will often say something like, oh, they'll reference this study and they'll say 10,000 of these people did this. And then sometimes on the screen, they'll deliberately fact check that very thing and say, well, hold on. Actually, this is the truth. That's what we're doing to our brain when we write this lie and this truth. We're allowing your brain to visually see, and especially the subconscious, see that, no. My brain is over-exaggerating. My brain is trying to make me avoid a perceived risk that's not actually true. And so every single time, I'm going to give you a little bit of a quest here. Every single time that you get these negative thoughts in your head, instead of keeping them in there, I want you to open up your journal or write down on a piece of paper. You can do it anywhere, even on your phone. Write down a lie that your brain is telling you and then the objective truth And trust me, when you do this, it's going to be night and day. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel more confident. And after doing it for a while, like for instance, just this morning, I woke up and the first thing that I did was write down 5 to 7 truths in a lie, or lies in a truth, about what my brain was trying to tell me. And so I hope that helped. That's an easy and quick method that you can use to start to take action and face your fears. So I hope that helped, brother. I'll catch you in the next one.